Have you ever woken up one morning feeling completely fine, only to hear a story later that someone in your age group had a sudden stroke overnight? It's scary. But here's the real kicker. What if I told you that the reason may not be stress, may not even be high blood pressure, but a fruit? Yes, a fruit you've probably been eating for years, thinking it was healthy? Before we go deeper, I want to pause and ask you something special. Where in the world are you watching from right now? And what time is it on your clock? Let us know in the comments. You're a part of this community, and we care. Now, if you're a senior or you love someone who is, I want you to lean in, because what I'm about to share could save a life, maybe even your own. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the one fruit that can quietly thicken your blood and increase stroke risk overnight, the surprising science behind how it happens, and what you can do instead, without fear and without panic. And if you're thinking, this sounds unbelievable, good. That means you're thinking. Stick around to the end, I'll explain everything clearly. Also, if you're part of the wise group who values truth over trends, go ahead and click the like button so YouTube knows to share this with more seniors who need it. Let's begin. Now, let's talk about the fruit at the center of this health storm. Grapefruit. It's juicy, it's tangy, and it's often recommended for weight loss. So how could it possibly be harmful? Let me tell you a short story. Mrs. Angela, 74, living in Florida, started every morning with half a grapefruit. For years, she believed it kept her cholesterol low. But after a minor stroke landed her in the hospital, her neurologist noticed something strange. The grapefruit, combined with her medications, was creating a dangerous situation. Why? Here's what most seniors don't know. Grapefruit can block an important enzyme in your gut, an enzyme responsible for breaking down certain medications. This means that those medications can build up to toxic levels in your bloodstream, silently thickening your blood and increasing your risk of a blood clot. Most people think natural means safe, but natural can still interfere with your health. Quick tip. If you're on medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or arrhythmia, ask your doctor if grapefruit could be interfering. Now let's move to the next fruit, and this one will shock you even more. Yes, pomegranate is loaded with antioxidants. But here's what isn't talked about enough. Many seniors drink it daily thinking it supports heart health. But did you know that like grapefruit, pomegranate juice can also interfere with the metabolism of certain blood thinners like warfarin? Let's take Mr. Daniel, a 68-year-old diabetic. After switching to pomegranate juice for better blood sugar control, he began experiencing numbness in his leg. A Doppler scan showed a clot forming. The root cause? His blood thinner wasn't being absorbed properly anymore. The pomegranate was unintentionally canceling out his medication. Advice: if you're on blood thinners or heart medications, ask your healthcare provider before regularly consuming pomegranate. Let's continue. Now this one really surprises people. Bananas, especially overripe ones. As bananas ripen, their sugar content increases. But for seniors with kidney issues, overripe bananas can also bring a surge of potassium. Why is that dangerous? Well, too much potassium can affect your heart rhythm. But what most don't realize is it also affects blood clotting. Irregular heartbeats can slow circulation, creating a perfect storm for clot formation. What to do instead? Eat firmer, just ripe bananas if you're watching potassium, and always monitor your kidney function, especially if you have diabetes or high blood pressure. Ready for the next shocker? Let's talk about dried fruit. Prunes, raisins, dried apricots. Handy, sweet, and marketed as healthy. But here's what many seniors overlook. They're extremely concentrated in sugar, and they lack the water content of fresh fruit. This combination thickens your blood by dehydrating your body, especially overnight. Plus, the excess sugar spikes insulin, raising inflammation levels and contributing to blood viscosity. Smart tip: if you're craving fruit, go fresh and limit portions, and always drink water alongside it. Our final warning is perhaps the most overlooked. Papaya is often called a digestive fruit, and yes, it helps with constipation, But here's the catch. Papaya contains a compound called papain. While it's helpful in digestion, in large amounts it may interact with anticoagulants. Some case studies even suggest that excess papaya can increase clotting risk in those with clotting disorders. This fruit isn't evil, but it's not innocent either. Final advice. If you love papaya, enjoy it in moderation, and never mix it with supplements or medications without professional advice. Now let's take a moment to pause and reflect. I know this is a lot to take in. For years we've believed fruit equals health. And for the most part, it does. But as we age, our bodies change. What was once helpful can become harmful. This isn't a message of fear. It's a message of wisdom. Because when you know better, you can love better. Love your body. Love your family enough to share this knowledge. If you've been eating any of these fruits, don't panic. You're not alone. You're not in danger if you take the right steps. Talk to your doctor, stay informed, and most importantly, stay hydrated, balanced, and mindful. You have the power to rewrite your health story, starting now. Let's recap the 5 fruits we discussed. 1. Grapefruit. Interferes with medication absorption. 2. Pomegranate. Cancels out blood thinners. 3. Overripe bananas. Potassium overload for some seniors. 4. Dried fruits. Dehydration and sugar spikes. 5. Papaya. Can increase clot risk with certain drugs. These fruits aren't your enemies, but they're not harmless either. So I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these fruits surprised you the most? Or have you experienced strange symptoms after eating any of these? Your story could help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more seniors like you find this crucial information. Don't forget to subscribe to our Senior Spring Vitality, because here, your health is respected, your time is valued, and your voice matters. And if you're still watching this far, you're part of the rare group who truly wants to live smarter, not just longer. That deserves applause. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're more important than you know.